Well, sometimes what you call judgments, TK, are actually just people's opinions on the content you put out, and they're allowed to have that. That's not hate. Girl, no, this is bad shade. No, I am from Palm Springs. I was born and raised in Palm Springs, okay?
Please stand by.
We're taught shade over here, and that was not shade. That was not shade, okay? So she showed this cycle, right? And I'm like, oh, so it's the habit loop, right? Do you see where I'm going here? Who else was I saying kind of had a cycle like Amber Lynn has a cycle? Alisha. I think also part of the problem is she probably doesn't like being lumped in with that Reddit group because it's all people she's really not hanging out with. And when I saw this, I was like, holy shit, TK. That is what Amber Lynn goes through, Feudy Beauty goes through, and Alisha Marie goes through.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Bitches. Who cares if that's your goal? That's your goal, girl.
I refuse to read or retain any hatery comments when it comes to my goals and my dreams because, to be frank, I don't really give a fork what anyone thinks.
Good for you.
And if you were going to judge or hate on my New Year's resolutions and goals, then maybe you should sit down and write in your goal list to not be a judgy loser.
Well, sometimes what you call judgments, TK, are actually just people's opinions on the content you put out, and they're allowed to have that. That's not hate. That's not hate. I actually watched this earlier, and this is actually the video that Alisha should have made for her goals. This is actually, it's okay. It's okay. It's a win for me. So hello, we're here in my living room. Oh, okay. Pink wig, here we are. So I said today, in today's vlog, we were going to talk a little bit about TK and her attitude about Redditors having opinions. It's not hate. This shit is not hate. This is not hate. I would be sitting in the wingback chair, but one's got a bunch of crap on it, like storage, and then my cat is sleeping in the other one, and I ain't moving him because he's the grumpy cat. We call a curmudgeon. So, oh, the little hairs. So, got my pink wig on today. Go me. Got my makeup done. So yeah, I went to find the original TikTok because what got posted, if you guys don't know, over on Reddit, somebody posted this screenshot from TK's TikTok, and it was like a list of like things she wants to leave behind, you know, and move forward from in 2024. And they were saying there was shade on it, Remy shade on TK's TikTok, and then they were talking about how one of her things was to let go of where is it? Oh, Questionable Friends was on here. We're gonna get to that too. Where is it? Shit. Well, what the fuck? Let me go to the Reddit. Shout out to anybody from the Reddit. You guys know I'm always doing this crap, so hold on. Stand by. Let's see. Okay, the only Reddit I know how to get to on on the Reddit, yeah, the snark Reddit, because we needed somebody to talk to. Oh, they posted something else about her, huh? We're gonna talk about people's opinions about her TikToks. Honestly, here it is. Hate watching / nasty Reddit threads, okay? She did that. Right there. There it is. Nasty Reddit threads. Okay, this thread is just a place for people to talk about their opinions because they felt like there was no place to have a community. Do you guys all realize, and I know TK's kind of like, she's more of a TikToker, podcaster. She is part of the lifestyle community, but I feel like she's a little on the fringe because her style is actually completely different than what everybody else's is. I don't feel like I've seen This is her own style. Like, the red lips, the black, the white, whatever, the highlight. That feels like it's all her. Where when I look at Alicia's place or Remy's home or Laura DIY's home, they all look the same. Like, they all got the same decorator, but they didn't, if you know what I'm talking about, right? So, she posted that, and nasty Reddit threads. It's not a nasty Reddit thread, first of all. There's a lot of constructive criticism on that Reddit. The other thing, too, is I do know a lot of the people on there. That's my air freshener, don't forget. There's a lot of people on that Reddit who like to put down TK's comedic style. I do have the criticism for TK. As women, we don't like it when men thirst trap over us in public and film us and things like that, because it feels violating. So I think in 2024, maybe you should bring the energy of doing onto others as you would want them to do onto you, and don't film guys and thirst trap for them on your TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, wherever. Just don't thirst trap and film it and stuff, because it's cringy. I know you want to be, and in this, in one of her TikToks, she was doing a vision board, and she said she wanted to be like Samantha. You know, Samantha from Sex and the City. Remember we were talking about that? She wanted to be Samantha, Sam Jones from like second or third, I think it's the end of second season. The little shot, because I remember that episode when Carrie gets together with her friends on top of the building, and she was having the chickens crowing, and all the drag queens and stuff, the girls, the working girls who worked the corner in Samantha's came up, and they all had like a friendship barbecue. It was great. She did sausages, right? She wants to bring that kind of energy. Well, I don't think Sam Jones like would do videos like that on the internet. She was a little more classier about how she kind of would thirst trap after men. There was kind of a classiness there. So I feel like maybe try to pivot to that. Because that's really a lot of the criticism I see for her is that. It's not hate, it's criticism, it's opinions. Hate is when you say you want somebody dead because of who they are, and they can't change that. Like, I've had people want me dead or wish that I didn't exist because I was disabled and they felt like I was stupid. I had someone who used to say they were my friend say that I didn't deserve to exist because I was stupid and disabled, and I deserve to be used. That's hate. That is actual literal hate, where people just having an opinion or being like, hey TK, can you please not thirst trap after men, because as women we don't want that same energy brought on us, so can you help us out here? I think that's what it is. Now, like I said, there's a lot of people who have opinions about her style, of her comedic style, the way she does her TikToks, her TikTok dances. I'm here to let you guys know, I think that's just how TK is. I really think that's just TK. I think that's her sense of humor and her personality. Her sense of humor is kind of cringe. That's what it is. Like, when you're looking at her TikToks, I think that's kind of what she is going for, is like this like cringy, comedic, hee girl's girl kind of deal. You know, I feel like too, she's kind of a girl's girl. And that was the other thing I noticed. Sorry, not editing that out. We all cough. We're all human beings. On her TikTok that made me sad was she did this TikTok about supporting friends and being happy for your friends. I'm just noticing how pink my nose looks. I think that's from putting too much blush on my nose. It looks like I'm Rudolph. Anyways, side tangent. I feel like she went through something last year. She said she went through a hard, 2022, and then 2023 she was pivoting, and, she stopped working with Alisha, and then saying, like not having friends that used to be around being supportive. I think there was something that might have happened with that friend group, that Ollie, TK, Remy, Alisha, Ashley. I think she still kind of has a working relationship with Ashley and Taryn. Probably mostly Taryn, since from what I'm hearing over on the Reddit, Ashley's kind of been checked out over on their podcast and making Taryn carry the weight because Ashley's got a boyfriend. Okay. I know, girl, that you had been single your entire 20s and you want to say, like, that's a whole thing and act like that was a struggle. I'm sorry. Being single in your 20s isn't something to brag about or act like it's like, a flex or trauma dump about, Ashley, because, like, Ashley's watching. Because there's a lot of people who do single as a parent. That's a little more of a flex than saying I was single in my 20s. Like, a lot of people do that. It's not uncommon at all. You're not a special snowflake. So anyways, I feel like there was something that happened where they started realizing, TK started realizing what real friendship is and what it means to actually be there for somebody. So, yeah, I think a lot of it is her personality. She is a go-getter. Her podcast is making moves. Like, she is a go-getter, go 1,000 miles a minute. Her humor is a little bit cringe, kind of gal. But I don't think she's like, a bad person or anything. Because we see her trying to make other friends outside of this little group. Unlike Alisha, who has stayed in, like, the same friend group and then, like, would kind of then transition to just Remy when, I don't know, when other people started getting lives and she was jealous of that. Because Alicia's also mentioned she has a problem with jealousy. She has been very open about that. And it's kind of apparent in her actions. We've heard also other friends that Alisha has had talk about her not being there for them. So I don't know if that's the case with TK. I don't know if TK and Alisha were that close. I know Alisha used to call TK the little sister she never had. TK lived in her house during COVID. It's weird. It's kind of sad, but it is true. I guess some people come into your life for a season. It's just not right when they just drop out of nowhere, right? That's the fucked up part. That's where when people coming into your life for a season does not fucking work, or when they just drop out and ghost you. And I've been through that, and I've had it where people just aren't there. And I think that's what TK is kind of trying to move forward from. I think also part of the problem is she probably doesn't like being lumped in with that Reddit group, because it's all people she's really not hanging out with or interacting with anymore. So I thought this podcast she did was good. She does have some goals, like some numbers goals, and I said you shouldn't really have numbers goals, but I feel like TK is the kind of person where she sets a numbers goal, but she understands that even if I don't make it to that goal, I still made it somewhere, and that's where the accomplishment lies. Where Alisha, when Alisha has talked about those numbers, if she doesn't hit that number, it's the end of the world. Difference, right? There's a difference. I know I'm comparing two people and you can't compare people, but like I'm showing you the difference of goal setting. There's a difference of goal setting to be the best, most perfect person on YouTube and in your career and all these monetary things, and not have any goals for any like soul growth of your soul. Where I'm seeing TK said that like she's doing this 75 hard thing, which I think is crazy. Someone had explained what that shit was to me on Reddit, and I'm like, not for me, bitches, not for me. But she's a goal setter, and she's one of those people that knows how to reach those goals in a healthy way, and understands, I think, too, when she doesn't reach those goals, it's okay, because she at least made it part of the way, and making it somewhere was the point of the goal, really, not the number, not reaching the number. Where we got Alisha over here, where if I don't reach this specific thing, it's the end of the world. If this day or this thing doesn't go exactly the way I planned it in my head and visualized it, it's the end of the world, and I'm sad, and I'm mad at myself, and I'm angry. We saw her do that on Vlogmas. So I think there's been a falling out there. I think there's been that. TK, if you're watching, because I probably added you in the title, Reddit, what's going on over there is not hate. That's not hate. It's opinions and criticism, and those are not hate. Like I said, hate is somebody wanting you dead, or not to exist, or saying you deserve to be used because you're stupid. That's actual hate. And I've had people who were my friends, I've had people who were family tell me this shit. It's very painful. It is very painful. But one of the other things I heard TK mention, or you mentioned, TK, is that life is hard, and it is what it is, and you gotta get up and keep it moving. And I think that's why I liked this video so much of hers, and kind of like was like, okay, I think I'm seeing someone who's was a little lost in, like, from what 2022, 2023, and was trying to find herself, and is finding better quality of friends and things to spend her time on. TK, those 75 hard things that you're doing on TikTok, if you shot those a little differently, I know you probably like editing on your phone or something, but if you shot those a little differently, you could put that on YouTube. That would be like, that is like kind of like a vlog, like, in a way, like, or if you just vlogged but then took clips of your vlog. Sorry about that break, one of the cats. But anyways, so yes, I don't see a problem with any of her, with her video. I think that she needs to get better also too at, like, shading, like, because we all know, like, you were talking about us on that Reddit, and or on TikTok about the Reddit. So it's like, that's girl, that's not good shade, okay? It has to be like nasty threads, or like, I don't know, like opinions I don't care about on websites I never go to, or some bullshit like that. I don't know. That was just kind of like, I was like, girl, no, this is bad shade. No, I am from Palm Springs. I was born and raised in Palm Springs, okay? We're taught shade over here, and that was not shade. That was not shade, okay? So, whoa, girl. So, yeah. Other criticism, I know that Matt King is your cousin, or you're related to him or whatever, and so he's family, and that's, you know, okay, family. Stop hanging around the vlog squad. Like Alisha said, like I said to Alisha, stop supporting degenerate men. Also, too, James Charles, stop hanging around him. You really, like, I heard you say you're doing an inventory about, like, your life and people you want to spend time with and stuff. Think about James Charles admitting in a video, TK. James Charles sat in a video and admitted with his full chest that he sent nudes to minors, okay? David Dobrik let Dirty Dom go into a room with 2 drunk women and essay them. And he filmed it and he put it up on his channel. I get Matt King is family, but this is a no, girl. Sorry, my necklace, I'm messing with it because I'm realizing it's backwards and that's going to bother me. But David Dobrik's a no, girl, okay? He's not a good person. There's 2 people that we know of who are walking around with fucked up eyes because of him. Like, his childhood friend got hit. He threw a ball at his childhood friend in the eye, thought it was funny, said he deserved it because he didn't get out of the way. That guy's blind in that eye. He's blind in that eye. He had to go through special shit to get his license and everything. And David thinks that's funny because that guy has to walk around with an injury from him. That's psycho. Anybody that would let two drunk girls go into a room with another man and let them essay and then film it for content is not someone you need to be around, okay? You don't need the vlog squad to get clout and be famous. You don't need to associate or network with people like that. That is not good networking. There's a lot of people online that are not in your guys' circle who do not like those people, and they're looking around and they're like, well, who's hanging out with them? You need to think about this. You don't be like Alisha, who thinks it's funny to hang out with degenerate men and support degenerate men. It's not okay. It's not okay what James Charles has done. It's not okay what David Dobrik's done. And you don't need that crap. I watched her podcast. I'm like, subscribe. Like, I remember watching when she was with Alisha, but this podcast was great. It had great advice. It was motivating. I felt like it was talking to me like a girl's girl. She did talk a little too fast. So there's that. I don't remember if I noticed jump cuts. I think what they do is they hide the jump cuts splitting from one screen to another, which you know how I feel about fucking jump cuts. I think it's a little inauthentic. But I liked what she had to say versus like seeing what Alisha had to say, you know? And so I just, yeah, I feel kind of bad for her, to be honest, because like it feels like she's being talked about on this Reddit thread and being associated with this group of people she's not exactly friends with anymore, in my opinion. TK, I don't think you're really friends with them anymore. Those were like work friends, I think. Those are not like, I'm sure you got some friends in Indiana that are like your ride or dies that you talk to, but you don't see them all the time, you know, from like high school, your hometown. Because she's an Indiana girl. And here's the other thing about TK. Peter Mon at TK, and there's a couple other people I have met from or seen online from Indiana. I think some of the best people come from Indiana. A lot of really cool, nice, funny people come from Indiana, and they're just like hometown type normal people. And that's TK. Remember, she came from this small hometown and came to California, went to FITM, and is living in LA. That's hard. That's not easy. People from my hometown could never do that at that age. I couldn't do that at that age. I couldn't move from a small town in the Midwest to, you know, the LA. And I know I've heard a lot of people say that her city is big. I'm sorry, it ain't LA big, okay? It ain't like some of the cities out here in California. It's very different. Even in the smaller cities like where I live and stuff, it's still a different feel than when you go to the Midwest and you go to one of those smaller towns or bigger towns or medium-sized towns, cities. It's still not the same as it is in California. San Francisco, it's not the same, especially LA. LA's a big city, and it's rough. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts and opinions on that. Learn better, shade TK. Reddit's, that's not hate. Those are opinions. I'm sorry you're getting lumped in with a group of people you're not exactly friends with anymore, and that might be triggering for you. But you're doing the right thing. You're moving forward. You're making your moves. You're doing a thing. You got goals that I know that you're got a healthy enough mindset to where even if you didn't make it to those goals, you would still be really proud of yourself for making it halfway, a quarter, 3/4 of a way, you know, that kind of thing. And then I also felt her on the whole like test taking thing in there. She went on this tangent on test taking and like learning and stuff and reading and comprehension. Patrick used to work as a tutor and stuff, and, you know, he's all nerdy and, you know, he's got the doctoral degrees and shit. So, like, we've always been really fascinated about like learning styles and stuff. One thing when you're in college or when you're in high school and you're going to school, one of the best things you can do is find a learning styles quiz and take it and find out if you're a visual learner, a kinesthetic learner, a visual learner, audio learner. You could be audio visual. I'm more audio visual, a little bit of kinesthetic, but audio visual. Because she was talking about how she likes to hear the books on tape, like the audio books, and read them. And I'm the exact same way because I'm an audio visual learner. And when you learn that, you can find techniques for yourself to help you learn better. In school, in regular school systems, they don't think about that way. It's really just like visual, audio, that's about it. And it's really important to kind of know so you can kind of help yourself because, you know, a lot of times in school, people will just assume I'm stupid, I'm not good at math, I don't get this. When really they're just not learning the stuff the correct way, or they're not analytical. So yeah, math is going to be more challenging. I'm not an analytical person. Math was hard for me until I met Patrick, and he's like, Keisha, you're not a math person, so you need to learn to do math this, and this way. And then he would show me like math tricks and stuff, and he goes, they don't teach people how to do math the easiest way possible. They teach you how to do it their way a lot of the times because they want to see you solve it a certain way. And it's just the whole thing. I could go into a whole philosophy about learning. And I remember there was this meme I saw once a long time ago. And it was like, if the test was how good somebody could climb a tree, the fish would always fail. Because fish live in water. They can't climb a fucking tree. Right? Right? The monkey would ace that test though, right? Do you see what I'm saying? There are some people where they're more equipped for the test because that's just what they're good at. So, and that's another reason why I've heard they're trying to do away with a lot of like college entrance exams. I know that they still kind of have to have them to like see where you test into, but yeah, so yeah. Today we are working on my website. I got some pictures edited earlier. Work on getting my pictures up for the website so I can get that rolling. Yeah, I think I told you guys last night I did stickers, promo stickers, and I think I showed you them, and I did business cards. I just don't remember. I was kind of fried at the end of the day, so. I wonder what's going on the YouTubes. Yeah, I know I do this whole talk, and so all of you guys who are just here for the title and me talking about TK, you can all exit, but I do like to do these videos like we're hanging out at my house, and we're all here on fucking YouTube, right? So like, I like to like see what else is going on YouTube and share it. And then like if I find any like good interviews, documentaries, or videos, I link them for you below. Like I'll link a lot of free movies for those of you that are new. Which welcome you guys, welcome, yes. This is my pink wig. Yeah, so drama with Foodie Beauty, she is back in Kuwait. Poo-poo's hit the fan over there. Yeah. Yeah. If you really want to learn what an opinion is, go over to the Girl World community. You guys would shit yourself, which I also like. TK showed this like picture. Did it upload to my... Let me see if it's here. Yes, she showed this chart. I think this is from the book she was recommending that she loved, which I don't remember, but... She was showing this. Oh, let me lower the brightness so you can see it. So she showed this cycle, right? And I'm like, oh, so it's the habit loop, right? Do you see where I'm going here? Who else was I saying kind of had a cycle like Amber Lynn has a cycle? Alisha. Yes. Cue, craving, response, reward. Well, I think Alisha will feel sad and want attention. So she'll tell everybody she is burnt out and sad. Everybody says, oh my God, girl, take your time. We love you. Praise this, praise that. The reward is the dopamine you get from the praise she's getting from her positive ass-kissing comments. And then you go back to it when all that ass-kissing is gone. Sorry. When all that ass-kissing is gone, she goes back to the cue. This is the cycle Alisha is in. She is in a trauma dumping cycle with her audience. And when I saw this, I was like, holy shit, TK. That is what Amber Lynn goes through, Feudy Beauty goes through, and Alisha Marie goes through. Break the cycle. Break the fucking cycle, TK. You can do it. Don't be like the other influencers. Save yourself and get the fuck out of LA and go home to Indiana. You are better than this girl. And you don't know shade, so I don't know how you're going to make it there. But this was on point, man. This is Alicia's fucking cycle. And TK was calling it out on her fucking podcast, guys. Holy shit. And the Reddit missed it. The Reddit missed it. Or maybe it's just me reading into it, but goddamn, I was just like, damn. Yeah, so. The cycle continues of watching YouTube while I work because vlogging's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Because like I said, TK, if you brought out your screen a little bit, you could crop that for the TikToks as well as for the YouTubes. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Hello. So we got sushi for dinner. We got fried California roll and an eel roll that we split. So, yeah. And all the extra ginger. Because I love the ginger, the pickled ginger. It's so good. So, I worked a lot this afternoon. I made a reel in Premiere Pro. It's moving over because I like the transitions in there better than what Instagram has and shit. And the filters and crap. So, and then, what else did I do? I made a new, like, the sweaters. I made, like, a tri-colored sweater. So, like, the Desert Mermaid colors are coming together as, like, a pink, like a neon green, and, like, the blue, like that bright blue. And so what I did was kind of, like, tri-color them in an ombre effect. So, yeah. That is what I did. What else? Edited photos. Put photos on the website and worked on the website. The website is, I got a lot done on that actually. I don't have very much more, I feel like, to go, except we're going to try testing out the website first and ordering. Sorry, I'm trying to balance you here. And try ordering through the website first and see how that goes. My nails were getting thrashed, so like I took the polish off, but we're gonna do a little Diet Coke ASMR. How about that? Yeah, so today was a work day, you know, making moves, just like TK says, right? And maybe her thing I watched was very motivational. I'll link that below. Free movie of the night. You get a free movie of the night. So yesterday we were talking about the plane that was dumping fucking parts. Or no, the baggage, like the iPhone, it dumped the iPhone. I think some parts fell off where the plug was, you know, and it blew off. And the teenage boy's mom had to grab onto him to keep him in the plane and stuff. Yeah, well, in honor of that, we're going to watch Donnie Darko. I'm going to link that for you below. I watched part of it earlier today while I was working on this stuff because it's so hard. But, I'm going to link Donnie Darko for you. In that, Donnie Darko, in the beginning, he goes sleepwalking in the night because it's also really good. He has, schizophrenia, and it kind of shows his mental health and stuff, but, and it's kind of also, you know, like got some weird, you know, time travel aspects to it, and you really don't know what's going on. That's good. But in it, when he is sleepwalking, a plane or something, a part falls from a plane and it falls into the house. And what's funny is when they send them to go stay at a hotel and stuff, they're like saying how the FAA doesn't know where the part came from, and they don't know what plane it came from, and they're trying to figure out where it came from because the serial number doesn't match. And it just reminded me of them finding the iPhone in Oregon that fell off the plane when this plug blew open, which apparently that's a big deal because it was this like joint that was supposed to either be a door or an emergency exit or just there is an option, so, which is weird in itself, and I guess it just, yeah, so. I'll link Donnie Darko down there for you below. I'm gonna have my sushi and my Diet Coke, because I deserve it after the shit I did this today, but you know what? It wasn't that hard. Because vlogging isn't that hard at all, bitches. Cheers. Hello. We're on our way to the bedroom so we can take this wig off. Okay. Today was very, very productive. We made some moves, so I am gonna link Donnie Darko for you below, because that is good. I'm going to link TK's podcast below, because it's good. So, yeah. Oh, let's take this wig off. Oh, this one is actually got a clip in the back. Here, yeah. That feels good at the end of the day. Oops. Get in there. Oh, and this new concealer I got, it was Maybelline, which I'm pretty sure they don't support James Charles. I'm not sure, but I actually really liked it, so focus on me. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm tired. I'm gonna go get in the shower, get this shit off my face. But as always, I'm sending lots of love to everybody, even Alisha, even TK, Remy, all you guys. I love you guys. I just wish you didn't support degenerate men. I wish you listened. Alisha, break the cycle. Break the fucking cycle. And holy shit, I'm hitting stuff because I'm just blah.
Just because I put Vicks on.
Frank wanted out of my mom's room. She'll put Vicks on. He doesn't like menthol smells, Frank, which I don't blame him. He's a cat. They're sensitive to that stuff, so. I love all you guys. I hope you have fun doing whatever you're doing. Until I see you in the next one. I love you.